Soap operas thrive on reinvention. Characters disappear, presumed dead, only to resurface in the nick of time. Enemies become lovers, lovers turn into enemies, and even the most squeaky clean heroes have shadows in their pasts. That's why the casting news that the young and the restless has tapped Days of Our Lives Emmy winner Tamara Braun to step into Genoa City isn't just exciting, it's downright electrifying. But here's the kicker. Braun isn't simply parachuting in as a random newcomer. Word from behind the scenes is that her character will be tied directly to one of the show's most guarded storylines, linked to a spoiler fans never saw coming. And with Braun's track record of playing complex women, torn between vulnerability and steel, it's a safe bet her entrance will shake the canvas to its core. A mystery arrival in Genoa City. The whispers began when Y&R showrunner Josh Griffith teased in a recent interview that a familiar daytime face was joining the cast in an explosive role. Fans immediately began speculating. Would it be a recast or a brand new creation? Now that the curtain has been lifted and Tamara Braun is confirmed, the speculation has only intensified. Braun is set to debut this fall as Evelyn Dane, a woman who strolls into Genoa City with a deliberately constructed air of mystery. She arrives at Crimson Lights, ordering a black coffee like she's been there 1,000 times before. No introduction, no explanation. Just a pointed glance at Sharon across the counter, and a smile that seems to say, "You don't remember me, but I remember you." Who is she really? That's where the spoiler comes in. The shocking connection. According to Inside Chatter, Evelyn isn't just a random drifter. She has direct ties to spoiler Jill Abbott's long-buried past. For decades, Jill has been a character shrouded in secrets, adopted, searching for identity, wrestling with old family skeletons. Now, Evelyn arrives claiming knowledge of something Jill never told a soul. Rumors suggest Evelyn may be connected to Jill's biological family in ways that could upend not only Jill's life but also Billy, Chance, and even Devon's. Picture this. Evelyn presenting herself as someone who holds the missing key to Jill's origins. But here's the twist. She might not be telling the whole truth. If there's one thing Braun excels at, it's playing women who straddle that line between victim and manipulator. Evelyn could walk into Chancellor Winters, tears brimming in her eyes, swearing she only wants to make peace. But behind closed doors? She might be orchestrating a chess game with the Abbotts, the Newmans, and the Chancellor Empire all caught in the crossfire. Why Tamara Braun is perfect for this role. Braun has built her soap legacy on playing layered characters who defy easy categorization. On Days of Our Lives, her turn as Ava Vitali turned a mob princess into a tragic figure while still leaving room for menace. On General Hospital, as Carly and later as Kim Nero, she proved she could anchor emotional storylines while sparking fiery conflict. Bringing that energy to Y&R gives Genoa City a different kind of female powerhouse, someone who doesn't just trade barbs but thrives on psychological warfare. In a town where women like Phyllis, Nikki, and Ashley are already locked in subtle and not so subtle battles, Evelyn Dane could be the unpredictable wild card. The ripple effects. So how might this play out? Jill Abbott. If Evelyn's claims about Jill's past prove legitimate, Jill may be forced to confront painful truths she thought were long buried. Could she have a sibling she never knew? Could Evelyn actually be that sibling? And if so, why come forward now? Billy Abbott. Billy's already a man haunted by identity crises. Evelyn's presence could destabilize him further, especially if she stirs old wounds about belonging, or whispers that he doesn't know everything about his own bloodline. Chance Chancellor. As Jill's grandson, Chance could find himself at the center of Evelyn's schemes. If she angles herself into Chancellor Winters, could she gain leverage over him professionally and personally? Devon Hamilton. Given Devon's stake in Chancellor Winters, Evelyn's arrival could spell corporate disaster. Imagine Evelyn subtly pitting Devon and Billy against each other, all while positioning herself as an ally. Phyllis Summers. Phyllis and Evelyn in the same orbit? Explosive. Phyllis has a sixth sense for sniffing out schemers, but Evelyn could be one of the few women capable of matching her move for move. Fan reactions already brewing. Soap fans are quick to react, and chatter on social media suggests excitement is running high. One fan tweeted, "Tamara Braun in Genoa City. Yes, please. She'll eat Phyllis alive. Another chimed in. If Evelyn is tied to Jill, I'm all in. That family tree needs some shaking. Of course, skeptics exist too. Some worry the show may lean too heavily on stunt casting without following through. But with Braun's history of commanding storylines, it's unlikely she'll be relegated to the background. Could Evelyn be a villain or a savior? The real intrigue lies in whether Evelyn is here to heal or to harm. On the surface, she might spin a tale of reconnection, longing, and family. But whispers suggest her motives may involve revenge. Did Jill, or someone from the Chancellor family, wrong her years ago? Has Evelyn spent her life in the shadows, plotting this dramatic reveal? Alternatively, Evelyn could be a redemptive figure. Maybe she's been searching for Jill all this time, desperate to reconnect before it's too late. Imagine the dramatic beats of Evelyn breaking down in Jill's arms, only for Jill to push her away, suspicious of her timing. That moral ambiguity, that question of whether she's heroine or villain, is precisely what makes this casting so juicy. A game changer for Genoa City. If Y&R plays its cards right, Evelyn Dane could be the shake-up the canvas desperately needs. While the show's central families, the Abbotts, Newmans, and Chancellors, are always in the spotlight, introducing a character with long-lost ties to one of them injects immediate drama. Add Tamara Braun's presence, and you've got a recipe for must-watch television. Expect whisper campaigns, power plays, and maybe even a corporate coup. Imagine Evelyn sitting across from Victor Newman himself, smiling sweetly as he tries to size her up. Victor's famous line, "You don't know who you're dealing with," might finally meet its match.